Hi there, Capricorn. This is your reading for signs of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's a love reading and it is a general read, which means it won't resonate with everybody. I just take what bits do, leave behind what doesn't. Okay, I've shuffled your cards. Let's get into the reading. Hopefully, we've got some good things coming up for you. We're going to look at past energies, current energies, and see what we've got coming up for future. When I say future, it can play out. I usually do my readings on a monthly basis, but we know that doesn't always happen in tarot, and messages will come out when they want to come out. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'll go straight out and say it. I think you walked away from a relationship with a possible earth sign, possible fire sign. Doesn't have to be, of course. I want to say regrets. Have you got some regrets about walking away? Is it too late? Are you finding yourselves constantly overthinking? You know, thinking, should I have left? Is it too late to go back? Maybe the person that you are speaking to has kind of moved on and you're seeing them moving on. You're not happy about it, but you want a fresh start with this person. I'm getting the Magician in the upright position. You know, we talk about manifesting, we talk about fresh starts, we talk about looking at the relationship through fresh eyes. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I do think it's you that's walked away from this. Maybe you were too hasty, maybe you didn't realise that it had potential. You know, 10 of Wands, burdens. You can't stop yourself from overthinking, and some of you now realise that you might have made the wrong choice and you might have walked away from a relationship that you should have stuck with. You should have seen where it went. You want a fresh start with somebody. You want to reach out to somebody. I'm going to look at the person's energy that's on your mind, but at this moment in time, yeah, it's like there's a divide and you're the one that possibly walked away. I mean, energies can flip. It can be the person walked away from you and you're still wanting this person even though they walked away from you. I just get that a relationship was good and then somebody let it go sour. Somebody didn't want this. It wasn't for them. Whether that was you or whether the person you're dealing with, it wasn't for them at the time. It wasn't for you at the time. Now you kind of want that back. You want another opportunity. You want another chance with this person. Okay. We've also got water, so it could be a water sign that you're dealing with. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Got heavy water, a little bit of earth, possible fire, but a bit of anything but heavy water at this moment in time. Doesn't have to be, of course. It could just be the emotional energy that that this reading's taking on. Okay, so the person, they're overthinking this too. Okay, I'm going to have to say this, especially looking at past energies first. Could it be in a relationship this person was a little bit hot and heavy, they came on too strong, somebody did, and it pushed the other person away? The reason why I'm saying that is there might be lack of closure. One of you might not know what they've done wrong, and because the relationship's ended and there's not been any communication between the two of you as to why it ended, one of you is wondering what you've done wrong. You're also, I think the person that you've been dealing with kind of going over and over the relationship in the mind, as if you know, we argued a lot, and maybe that's why. And they're focusing more on, especially with the Five of Cups energy here, they're focusing more on the bad as opposed to the good. But overthinking, Nine of Swords, you know, no sleep. They're in the head. You are both in your head. You're in your head, possibly about reconnecting with this person. Should you, shouldn't you? And the person that you're dealing with is thinking about the arguments that you may have had, thinking about the bad times as opposed to the good times. This could be as well not the first time that this has happened. When I say that, it could be like a cycle that you've repeated with this person. You could have broken up before, got back together, broken up again, got back together. This time it feels a bit more final on going off the past energies. Obviously, we've got the fact that you want to reconnect with this person, and you're also in the person that you're dealing with, you're in their energy. They're still thinking about you. So there is no closure there either. You're definitely on each other's mind. I just don't see any communication between the two of you here. Why is all this happening? Why did all this happen? What can you tell me? Somebody didn't take a lot of action in the relationship. Somebody was confused about their feelings. Somebody might have just played the relationship down. Whether it was you or this person, you could have taken it as a bit of a fun thing and not a serious thing. And when the other person wanted it to be serious, then the other person backed away. And I think that might be why this relationship on this cycle, on this turn, broke down. Especially if it was you, you know, you might not have taken this relationship seriously. The other person did. And ultimately they backed away because they wanted something a bit more long term. And you didn't. But now it's kind of backfired because you want the long term thing. You want the long-term thing. Someone's doing a lot of thinking. Somebody as well, the person that put the most effort into this relationship, shall we say, is the one that likes to wear their heart on the sleeve. They like to put the feelings out there, and I don't think the feelings were returned by the other person in this. Current energies for my Capricorn, please. A lot of high cards coming out here, a lot of fiery energy as well. Like I said before, it could be a water sign or a fire sign that you're dealing with, or somebody with fire placements if they're a water sign, or somebody that's a fire sign with water placements. I get heavy fire, heavy water anyway. Could be Scorpio that you're dealing with. I don't know why I wanted to say that. I just felt drawn that you would be dealing with somebody like that. It doesn't have to be, of course. You still see this person as the person that you want to be with. Well, obviously you do, because you're trying to manifest them back. You're trying to attract them back. But it's just like they're constantly on your mind. It might be that you see a picture of them. You think, oh, they're lovely, they're gorgeous. I really want them back in my life. It's that kind of energy. Yeah. You might be thinking about opening up the lines of communication here. You could be thinking about what you want to say to this person. You could be thinking about dropping them a message. Trouble is, I don't see that action being taken. I think it's just what you're thinking at this moment in time. Some of you as well could be connecting or have been connecting with somebody else. I'm going to throw some clarifiers on this as we go along. But you could have been connecting with somebody else and they just didn't do it for you. It's always this person that we are talking about that you go back to. Really, really interesting energy. Maybe some of you, after you broke up, got together with somebody else and that was a mistake and you realised it because you now want this old person back. Why is the Justice card here on the spread for my Capricorn? Yeah. You were after somebody new. It might be that you found somebody that was totally different from this person. To try and take your mind off this person, you went with a different option. You went with somebody that was, I want to say fresh, I don't know why. Fresh, vibrant, you know, a totally, completely different person to the one that you were with, the one that you were connecting with, the old person, shall we say. And it didn't work out. You realised that, no, it's not for you. Trying something new, it's not for you. This new person's not for you. You could be ending that. You could have just ended it with somebody. It could have been a possible Libra. It doesn't have to be. But there's been an ending to a relationship, possibly. And I don't think it's to do with this old person. I just think it's kind of brought old wounds up to the surface about this person. And it's kind of like acted as a reminder in that you want this person back. I could be making no sense here at all, but I'm just going with what I'm being given. As well as cards thrown all over the place. Okay, current energies for the person my Capricorn is dealing with. We'll call them the old person, just for the purpose of this reading. Current energies for the old person my Capricorn was dealing with. Or is dealing with, whatever the situation. What can you tell me? Yep. Thank you. Again, fiery energy. This person could be a fire sign. Okay, they're thinking of coming forward. So whoever is worried about communicating. I see that you are thinking about communicating with this person. Again, energies can flip. It could be opposite way around. You both could be actually thinking about communicating because you're both kind of picking out. You're both showing a similar, I should say. If you were worried that this person won't respond to your communication, I don't think you've got anything to worry about because we've got the Ace of Wands in their energy, which is they're thinking about a fresh start. They're thinking about possibly opening up to you. I just don't see where the message is going to come from because you kind of both want to message, but you both haven't. Like I said, if you were the one to open up the lines of communication, go ahead and drop them a message. I could see this person responding. It's not going to be anything bad because this is what the person wants that you were dealing with. They want to hear from you. They want to hear from you. Communication cards again. You're matching one another. The lines of communication, if it's not already open, if this hasn't already happened, you haven't dropped them a message or they haven't dropped you a message, it will happen very soon. It will happen very soon. The trouble is the person you're dealing with is not very confident. So I think it might have to be you that makes that move. They are not very confident. Six of Wands in the reverse. They possibly think that you've moved on. They possibly think that you don't want them anymore. Sorry, I had to say it. They might think that you don't want them anymore because of the way that you walked away, the way that you left this relationship. Questions are still unanswered. There is no closure. But if you're worried about this person having moved on themselves, they haven't. They're still very much connected to you. They still very much want that. But the lines of communication needs to be opened. And I don't think it's the person you're dealing with will do it. I think it'll be down to you. How do you view this person? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, you want a fresh start with this person. You want things to be different. You know what you want. It's also my card of something coming in. That's very interesting that the Two of Wands came out there just in the position it has. Are you still connecting to this person that you were while you were on a break from this old person? Are they still lingering in your energy as well? Because something tells me you've got a decision to make. You've got to make up your mind which person you want. But I kind of lean in that you actually want the old person, the way that the cards are Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, the opening up the lines of communication. But something tells me here that you could possibly not have fully ended it with a possible Libra, with a possible fire sign. That you might have been casually connecting with to get your mind off the relationship with the old person. There's a decision to be made there, Capricorn. Can't have your cake and eat it, unfortunately, on this occasion. Yeah, there's a death. There's a cycle coming to the end. I think it's to do with a relationship, a person that you might have been connecting with. You're going to put that to bed. You're going to move forward. You're going to try and make contact with this old person. I don't mean old, obviously, as in age for anybody that's wondering where I'm going with that. Obviously, I meant the connection, the one that's on your mind, the one that you're thinking about. I don't know why I'm drawn to take another card, but I am. Two of Cups, yeah. Yeah. I can see in the very near future that a decision has been made between which person you want, and you're kind of getting rid of the one that you were, I'm going to say casually, briefly connecting with, because I don't see that it was anything deep and anything meaningful. I think it was just a person to get your mind off this. You wanted to change, you wanted to see how it felt. I mean, I don't know why it happened in the first, but I think this person that you were connecting with in the first place might have been too full on, and it wasn't the way you do things. But now you want them back. You want them back. I can see you contacting them, offering them this. Again, energies can flip. It could be the person offering. Let's have a look. How does this person feel, old person feel about my Capricorn? They're not letting this go. Oh, they haven't let it go. Four of Pentacles. They still want this as much as you. So you need to bring it together, Capricorn. It's such a nice read now. It is such a nice read. Future energies for my Capricorn, please. Any fears, any doubt? Oh, look, Lovers. Lovers card. Any fears, any doubts? I think they're going to be put to bed. I do see a lot of threes that really haven't come out as yet, but we had the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, the Three of Cups nearly came out. It could just signify that there is a relationship or a person lingering in your energy that you might just want to, you know, get rid of in a polite way if you have made up your mind that this old person is the one that you're going to try and get back with. They might be aware that there's been somebody else as well. Look again, Three of Cups in the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take it. It's not, oh, Three of Pentacles. Oh my word. What have I just been talking about? It did. Just as I was talking about it, the Three of Pentacles came out. It's also, depending on where it shows its face to me in a reading, it can also mean teamwork, trying to build on a relationship. Now, it's come out in your person's energy. They might be aware that you have been connecting with others while you've been on a break. That's fine. They still want to build on this with you. They still want to build on this with you. So don't worry about that. I don't see anything bad. I don't see any anger issues towards you connecting with others, because I think this person just really sees you as the one that they want to be with, the Lovers. They see you as their be all end all, And I'm going to leave it there on that because that was a really nice read, Capricorn. Thank you.